Okay, anyone can write a book apparently, so I thought, why not me? And I wrote this book, which consists of 26 horror stories written entirely in phonetic transcription. Well, it's not because I wanted the readers to feel the suffering of the characters, but because reading phonetic transcription can help students with their pronunciation, for instance by making them aware of weak forms. Also, it can improve their own transcribing skills. Plus, it's literature, which means it may be, hopefully, fun to read. Now, the name of the book, as you may have guessed, is The Horrors of Phonetics, and you can get it by following the link below. It costs $1, which is nothing, so I'm pretty sure you will be a satisfied customer. Well, as I just said, I'm pretty sure you will be a satisfied customer, because this book features not one, but 5 different transcription systems. The first one is a traditional one based on Longman Pronunciation Dictionary by Wells. The second one incorporates these changes. The third one incorporates this change. The fourth one incorporates this one. And the fifth one is based on Jeff Lindsay's system, which incorporates all the changes you will see next. The cover of the book is this one. Now, can a book with that cover be a bad book? Of course it can. So I'll try to persuade you to buy it by doing a reading. The story I'm going to read is called The Wife, and let's set the atmosphere first. It could almost be stated that ghosts and darkness are but one thing. Reports of apparitions in broad daylight or in places where a generous lighting hides away the shadows are scarce and scarcely repeated by the echoes of folklore. It is also worth noting that most of such reports take place in cemeteries, grounds whose visit is limited to the hours of the day. I dare say that if cemeteries did not close their gates at dusk, these eccentric diurnal ghosts would sleep a siesta and would go out at night, just like their peers. The fear of darkness and the fear of ghosts are also the same fear, which is no other than the fear of the unknown. Because of these reasons, it does not seem strange that in the infinite darkness of the metro tunnels, which, as if darkness itself were not enough, present as well a maze-like structure, urban folklore has given lodging to a multiplicity of wandering creatures. What does seem strange is that some of those apparitions share in fact well-defined characteristics. Commuters who use the line B, Catedral Federico Lacroce of the Buenos Aires Underground, are well acquainted with a ghost employees have named The Wife. Reports of her apparitions are numerous. Not only are there many who state having seen her, but there are also many who state having answered her repetitive questions. In the complaints book of the Tribunales station, a lady who signs rather illegibly Mendes or Menendez demands, "When are you going to throw out that woman who constantly bothers the passengers, asking them if they have seen her husband?" A couple of years ago, an employee who was carrying out maintenance tasks between the stations Carlo Pellegrini and Florida ran desperately up to the streets saying that a cadaverous figure had tried to hug him, crying, "I finally found you." Some say that what she really asks is the way to the exit gate, although she never follows the directions that she's given. According to the legend, the wife was the wife of an employee of the underground who died in a cave-in during the construction of the tunnels. On being informed that her husband's body had not been found, the woman launched herself into the tunnels to search for him and never returned. Whenever asked about this incident, the authorities of the underground laughed and argued that for the construction of the tunnels, only single men were employed. I must say that I do not think that a good refutation. We are talking about times when unemployment invited applicants to lie in their resume, and I do not believe that anybody actually took the trouble of confirming that the data filled in the application forms were true. particularly in this case in which the potential damage was on the employee's side. Besides, for the sake of our case, if the wife was indeed a wife or she was merely engaged, makes really but little difference. On the 15th of May of 1986, when returning from the office, I witnessed a heartbreaking sight of a suicide. Or at least that is what I thought I had witnessed. A woman jumped off the platform when the train was coming. Once the conductor had driven the train in reverse a few meters, many of us passengers, less much via morbidity as via clumsy fit of solidarity, approached to take a look. We were shocked to find out that there was no corpse on the rails. A group of employees, to whom I joined, descended to the rails to search for the dead woman. While they concentrated their inspection on the wheels, I advanced a few meters into the tunnel in case she had been thrust forward by the impact. There she was, but to my surprise she was standing up. "Are you okay, madam?" I asked. She gave no reply and started walking into the tunnel. "Where are you going?" I yelled, and I went after her. I followed her for hours until the darkness and the endless crossroads conspired to make me lose her. I have been wandering through these tunnels looking for her for years. Sometimes I get to the station and I ask the passengers if they have seen her. The answers are confusing. Other times, tired of wandering, I ask for directions to the exit gate, but I cannot follow the instructions that I'm given. In order to reach the gate, I must go toward the light, and I already belong to darkness. Darkness and I are but one thing.